What is up, Burps? So, welcome to the first inaugural. We're playing Uncle Sniffy Bingo game. There is a link, should be pinned to the top of the chat. There's 30 cards out there, so you guys snatch them up. And I will tell you guys, whoever makes the should we do it where Rich? Should we only do it where we give like a certain amount of time to make bingo and then reset the cards?
I think we'll have to play that by ear. So, Coop,
okay, so
go full screen on your YouTube window.
Yep. Here he is.
Boom.
So, well, I'll tell you what. And one of the reasons I ask is let's see. Should we do the most bingos for the night I'll send them a plasma cut?
That's up to
just
you.
A random plasma cut. I'll pick something off the wall.
I'll throw a random swag in.
See, that'd be cool. So yeah, let's say the first bingo for the night, or we could go first bingo or most bingos.
Well, that's up to you. I think you got to figure that out. So when you make rules on the fly like that, you always risk making somebody unhappy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's you're not going to please every single buddy, but.
And we got Zed in the chat.
I'll tell you what, we'll do the first bingo for the night. I'll send him the plasma cut, but you guys got to be honest. You guys got to have
Bernie Sanders combed his hair. He's not combless.
Oh.
Well, I mean, maybe it was yesterday. Yeah. Oh, Mitch McConnell, is he talking or silent?
Fire, what's up, brother? So yeah, first bingo card for the night, and you guys have to make sure that you let me know. First bingo for the night, I'll send you a plasma cut, and then
is
maybe second bingo
exiting
for the night.
The White House?
Huh?
I saw people exiting the door of the White House.
Yeah, it's Biden's supposed to be on the way over here in a minute, so that's probably him leaving.
Oh, we got Beams of Goon in Toy Town Inc. How's it going, gentlemen?
Yeah, Goon's in, man. Give me Beam.
So I don't know if Donald Trump is going to be doing live commentary or if he's, just going to be dropping comments on Truth Social.
So, yeah, I don't know either. I wasn't looking at this stuff on Truth Social, so I really didn't know.
and there's a whole bunch of people on Rumble that are looking to heckle, roast the State of the Union. So Crowder, of course, is doing it.
Yeah, Crowder's there.
How you feeling, sir? Feeling good. How are you?
Let's see. Let me grab
Live life. What's up, my brother?
Hey, how's it going, man? Can I click on them?
So, yeah, no. You guys, if you want to play, hit the link. It should bring you to a page. Let me see. I'll show you real quick.
Is Sniffy getting in the limo?
It looks like this. And whenever you hear something, you just click on it and it'll throw an X on it. And of course, it's 5 in a row. And first one to bingo tonight. As long as you, like I said, as long as you get with me.
Kakalaka's up there already.
Huh? Oh, I see. Yeah, as long as you let me know when you get bingo, if you're the first one to call out, let's say you throw a 5 in the chat. So if you get bingo, throw a 5 in the chat. First one I see, I'll send you a plasma cut. It's going to be random.
Oh, Sniffy's in the back of the limo.
Oh, good Lord. I want to see a president boss enough to just jump in his own car and drive himself up.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like driving a sports car, but if I'm going for a long ride, I want the car to drive itself. But they say if you're president, you never drive again.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me.
I guess Jill Biden really should be considered the first female president. Either that or arrested for elder abuse.
I'm thinking arrest for elder abuse.
It doesn't even look like he knows where he's going. Oh,
Because he doesn't.
Wait a second. I see Kamalama in the limo with the Bidens. I'm watching another stream while we're doing this. I don't know if we're
there's
live.
Ocasio-Cortez talking to freaking
Horse teeth. And Shift for Brains.
I can't believe his name just slipped my mind. Rain or something. He's a freaking sleazeball.
No, well, Democrat, yes, of course. Republican, could be.
Ooh, you got me there. If we said all the sleazeballs stand up, pretty much everybody in that room standing, and we'd be right.
10 minutes away from the State of the Union, and as you can see, the president just
Raskin, that's it. Jamie Raskin.
A little late.
Thank you. Matt's on it.
Yeah,
we got a couple people. Joe Morris, Matt.
About 20 minutes ago, the ceasefire protest.
DB, what's up, my brother?
The route the president takes, his motorcade.
Hey, I'm DB. I'm not making you watch anything. I just gave you an option and a bingo card and a chance to win a plasma cup.
Projected Biden's legacy is genocide onto the East Building of the National Gallery of Art, and are demanding that the U.S. end funding to Israel. So not sure if that is what delayed the president's departure. He is expected to speak.
One love. What's up, my brother?
The hour a little
What's
after,
up?
but that is from the Washington Post. Live coverage here of the State of the Union on C-SPAN.
Yeah, that's something I should have threw on the bingo cards was freaking, there's Nancy talking with Chuck.
Nancy Pelosi's alive? Where's her husband? Is her husband home doing the nasty with
things? Yeah, with hammers and stuff, probably naked.
With hammers, naked hammering. He's naked hammering.
Hopefully, this will be Joe Biden's last State of the Union speech.
God bless. Oh, God. Mitt Romney, traitor.
Yeah. Tick?
Is that the Judge Erdogan guy?
I can't remember offhand.
The joint session will come to order.
I shut my door. Okay.
The chair appoints as members of the committee on the part of the House to escort the President of the United States into the chamber. The gentleman from Louisiana, Mr.
We all know he needs to be
the
escorted.
Gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Emmer. The gentlewoman from New York, Ms. Stefanik. The gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Hudson.
Way ahead of you, one
The gentleman
call.
from Alabama, Mr. Palmer. The gentleman from Utah, Mr. Moore. The gentlewoman from Michigan, Mrs. McClain. The House be in order. House be in order. The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Cole. The gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Reschenthaler. The gentleman from Kentucky, Mr. Rogers. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Jeffries. The gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Clark.
I wonder if Johnson will stand up and tear the speech in
gentleman
half.
from California, Mr.
I was saying that.
The gentleman from California, Mr. Liu. The gentlewoman from Washington,
Turtle man, he's
Mr.
definitely
Benet.
talking about
The gentleman from Colorado, Mr. Nagoose. The gentlewoman from Illinois, Miss Underwood. The gentlewoman from Texas, Miss Escobar. The gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Miss Trahan. The gentleman from Michigan, Mr. Kildee.
The President of the Senate, at the direction of that body, appoints the following senators as members of the committee on the part of the Senate to escort the President of the United States into the House chamber. The Senator from New York, Mr. Schumer. The Senator from Illinois, Mr. Durbin. The Senator from Washington, Mrs. Murray. The Senator from Michigan, Ms. Stabenow. The Senator from Minnesota, Ms. Klobuchar. The Senator
Or
from
any
Virginia,
other
Mr.
communists
Warner.
that are available.
The Senator from Wisconsin, Ms. Baldwin. The Senator from Kentucky, Mr. McConnell. The Senator from South Dakota,
I wonder
Mr.
if her
Thune.
husband's dead.
The senator
that would
from
be a
Wyoming,
blessing, right?
Mr. Barrasso. The senator from West Virginia, Mr.
Deaf and
Capito.
blind.
And the senator from Iowa, Ms. Ernst.
The members of the escort committee will exit the chamber through the lobby doors.
Get out.
I wish we could get them all to exit the.
Be careful.
Permanently.
Careful. Don't want to get mine. You get your channel taken down. I don't need mine.
I'm trying to be nice. I promise I will be halfway nice tonight.
Let's see who's picking their nose. There's
I may have to mute myself a lot and go off stream.
It figures Romney's next to what's his face? That's the guy from West. Is it West Virginia?
There's Manchin next to Romney.
Yeah.
Manchin and Romney.
Yeah. Oh God, this lady! I thought she was dead years ago. The one with purple hair.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Well.
Can you imagine the Geritol? Do you get free Geritol when you're a member of the Senate?
Oh.
Beat that wood.
The Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.
I got a hammer. Where's my hammer? Of course, we got a hammer.
See, I think we probably should have done this over on Rumble instead of on YouTube.
It's possible. Well, it's on Rumble. I could always get rid of the YouTube part of it.
No. I mean, don't want to change all this stuff now.
Yeah, it's a little bit of changes there pretty quick.
Yeah, it's just we don't have to self-censor. There's MGT or MGT? MTG.
Marjorie Taylor?
Oh, okay. All the damn women are wearing white again.
What's up, Zainty? What's going on, my brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Mr. Speaker, the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah.
If it has a button on it and you push the button, but what if it's got 2 buttons? Or what if it's got 3 buttons?
Oh, Jesus. Coop. What if it's voice activated? Like my vibrator.
Yeah.
What if it's a box and it just bounces up and down and hits your finger?
Oh. Do we really have to be restrained by the text of the law, or can we just throw
wait.
him in prison for nothing?
Is Biden going to go up the stairs? Because if they pull up front and he's got to go up the stairs, I'm watching that. They need to.
Oh man, we gotta. I wish I had the Rocky theme queued up.
Wait a second. Or is there an elevator somewhere? He's like.
No, they got to be pulling into the underground.
Oh, man, I was hoping to see him get out.
If he went up those front stairs, I would have to find the Rocky theme.
So the limo's right there. If he gets out and walks up the stairs.
What's up? Mr. Joshua.
Somebody went up the stairs. They were too quick. Yeah, one car fast is right. They put all sorts of fencing and Jersey barriers around the Capitol, which I just think is very distasteful. Robert C. Trader.
Yeah.
Tanji Brown Jackson doesn't know what a logbook is.
Doesn't understand what words actually mean and that they have.
Woman, man, I don't know. One Love Design says he's finishing his ice
There's
cream cone right
Sotomayor.
now.
There's Kagan.
Oh, Kagan and Sotomayor. I mean, now they're not the stupidest person on the bench.
No. Ketanji Brown is
Thomas?
fighting hard for that title.
Where's Thomas?
Don't
tell me he isn't showing up.
Maybe Thomas was like, deuces, I don't want to hear this shit. Uncle Sniffy, what's up, my brother? Hey, we are playing bingo, man, against the masses. So everybody, before the speech starts, there's a link at the top of the chat. Hit it, open your bingo card. First person that hits bingo, I'm going to send you a random plasma cup.
Mr. Joshua, how are you, sir?
We love you. What? Jess, what's up, my brother?
Yeah, we.
You can't give him 1 minute of your time, Jess Moore. You listen. Oh,
those
Lord.
two ladies, they couldn't rub two brain cells together.
Oh, man. Those two collectively have the IQ of...
Well, all you need is Hank Johnson there with flipping Guam over.
Oh, man.
Where's Hank Johnson?
I had it queued up and I was going to do something with it where Hank Johnson and Sheila Jackson Lee were in a hearing talking to each other and basically clapping each other on the back for being these intelligent people.
Oh, Lord.
I think the thought was so terrifying that's the reason I couldn't save the clip. TV.
Biden's getting his president in charge.
You're probably not wrong.
He's getting some IV stimulants. Yeah, I don't see Thomas.
No, I haven't seen him yet either. Isn't that the dude who just got ejected from Congress?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I have no clue. There's Marco Rubio.
Oh, little Marco.
Not. All right, Robert's mugging for the camera.
Go. Oh, look, Lindsey Graham.
Oh, Goober.
Oh, joy. Isn't that Murray he's next to?
Oh, I think so, yeah. Corn Pop is getting juiced up on steroids.
All I got to say is all them Democrat women wearing white's a lie.
Doesn't matter. Is that Judge Ergabon or whatever from New York?
That's who it looks like.
Who doesn't know what a comb is either and creeps on women in the gym. Why are you standing in front of the door, dude? You didn't get a seat? He just looks angry. Oh, there's Kennedy in the back, in the middle there. He's from Congressman from Louisiana.
It'll be funny tonight to hear where Biden goes with this. I wonder if he's going to address.
He's going to tell us.
Well, I know he's not going to address anything seriously. He's just going to blame other people for shit. But All right, hold on. We're getting rolling. What are you doing?
9:05.
I gotta move some tabs around here. Manchin and Romney just back slapping.
Yeah.
But you're right, dude. I have not seen Thomas yet. Come on, Zany. With these bingo cards, you're probably going to make bingo in like the first 15 minutes, depending on which direction he goes with his speech.
1/3 of all dementia medication is prescribed in this room.
Oh, God, dude. You're not wrong. I don't know whether I should cry over that or I think I'm going to laugh because otherwise I would cry. You guys are looking at the heads of the biggest and most successful criminal organization in human history. Oh, Sanders is so.
Maisie
Oh,
Hirono.
good God. Oh, yeah. Oh, Maisie and Bernie.
That's another brain trust. Oh, and he's got his mask. Does he have his mittens also?
Oh, look, she's got her lay on.
Yeah, whatever. There's always a first time.
Yeah, it's probably been the first time. Probably the only lay she's been close to.
Biden border crisis.
Her and her, we got to scrap all the
are
airplanes.
they wearing buttons with that girl that was murdered by the illegal? Allegedly. Like, we need the Sabar allegedly.
You need Sabar. Yeah, we need Sabar. Allegedly.
Ooh, that's rough on the eyes, man.
Oh, those two. Maxine Waters and freaking... Oh, man. Maybe I should have invested in some weed for the night.
I haven't seen my Congress critter.
Oh, look. She's wearing her little freaking Palestinian thing.
Job. Whatever.
What's the scarf? It's a something. It's not a hijab.
Whatever it is. I know.
Hijab's the whole head thing.
Whatever it is.
Oh, that's that. Oh, the trannies are all talking.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's creepy. Are you sure?
Yes. I'm 100%
Oh, and there's Wadler.
There's Nadler.
Look up Wadler.
Humpty Dumpty.
It's like, you got your stomach stapled, you lost the weight, buy new clothes, just don't wear all the old crap that still doesn't feel right.
Oh, man, his pants come up to his armpits.
Well, that's what I say is, as you get older, the pants consume the torso.
His zipper has to be 4 foot long at this point. It basically looks like they took the zipper off of the jacket.
They have to carry Biden up the stairs.
On his pants.
Oh gosh, could you imagine having to make like small talk with Caramella?
Oh, dude, no, I couldn't do it. There's pretty much no way I could do
it. Live life, says the penguin. Man, he gets some ass that says serious meme material tonight.
Oh yeah, to me.
Oh, dude, come on, it's 9:10. Life is short. Get it over with.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit like telling your firing squad.
How long does it take Sniffy to get up the stairs?
His He's probably still trying to figure out the 2 buttons on the elevator. Oh God, that's old girl from Arizona
to get out of the car.
lisp. 100% Joshua. This is that. Oh, there's Dr. Jill.
Oh, I was thinking about that quote. You'll never find a more wretched.
Yes.
Here's Jill. She made it up the stairs. Oh my gosh, is that what's his face?
Mr. Speaker, the president.
Lightning, what's up, brother? G23, what's happening, my brother? Hey, again, guys, we're playing bingo. All you guys coming in. There's 30 bingo cards tonight. First one to win bingo. You got to get with me, and I'll send you a plasma cut. But as soon as you
gosh, that attorney general, that guy.
Yeah. As soon as you get bingo, you got to throw a 5 in the chat. Make sure I see it, and then I'll give you. Well, if you don't have my email already, I'll give you my email.
Merrick Garland. Oh. Oh, Pete Buttigieg did.
What gig?
The one that rides the bicycle for a block after he has it on the back of the car, so it looks like he's saving energy.
Yes.
Freaking fraud. Everybody's a fraud. South Bend, Indiana's a train wreck, and that's where he was mayor. Can you imagine you go from mayor of a Nowhereville? I mean, well, I was going to say, who did you have the pleasure to make that happen? But I guess a lot.
Yeah, my answer to that would have been everybody. See, I'm thinking about you, One Love, and I know I can't type. So, see, great minds. Just got to hit that 5 and hit enter.
Should we just call him what Biden calls him? Booty juice?
Ugh. Oh, God. Thanks, Rich. I did have an appetite, but yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to be playing the lyrics to WAP. Or WAP. What is it? WAP. WAP.
Oh gosh, please. Where is the dude pretending to be a female general? Is he around?
No, I guarantee you the Surgeon General is around there if that's what you're talking about. There's Merrick Garland that was standing behind what's his face, the one who just had the prostate issues.
Oh yeah, Secretary of Defense.
Yeah.
Lloyd Austin, MIA.
Yeah, Lord Austin, that's who it is.
But then all of these people are criminals.
You know, in a perfect world, Rich, we would not know any of these people.
Right. Absolutely.
Wouldn't know what they look like.
G23 says my Samsung S24 Ultra has AI, so I don't have to type. I don't know. I got is it S20 Ultra? It still has an SD card. I don't know if
God, Al Green. I can tell that dude from behind. Not the good Al Green, not the singer.
Right.
Dude, he's adjusting his tie and sinking over kind of tight to Jill. They got something going on.
All right, I'm bored. We're talking moonbeams.
I'm just still freaking amazed that. Oh, there's a what's-her-face. Mine isn't a blue one, but
I got
it
the
is
blue.
right.
It's crazy bright. It causes cancer, but only in California.
Yeah, 3 settings on it. I'm glad Dark mentioned that before Goon sent me this light. Otherwise, it would have fucked me up too. But Dark said that, and I ordered the light, and I think it was like the day after I ordered the light. Dark was talking about the light wasn't real bright. And he had to tell him there's 3 settings.
Oh, dude, yeah, I did that. Like the first one I got from them, it's like it's not so bright. What the heck?
Yeah, I did the same thing, and then I thought about what Dark said and was like, oh God. Hey,
yeah,
Trent, what's up, my brother?
There are cases you just need a dim beam. And speaking about dim beams, there's Elizabeth Warren, our Native American representative.
Oh, I thought you said Jim Beam for a minute. I was like, oh. Tread, it is not a Bud Light, it's a Keystone. Although Man Against the Masses will Photoshop another Bud Light into my hand, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I got to set up a stream, Rich, where I do nothing but go over Man Against the Masses of me.
Yeah. So I've been messing around with Meshtastic, and I 3D printed this case.
Cool. What's up, HPS? What's happening, my brother?
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Hail to the chump, he's a chump and he needs hailing. Who are you? Nice to meet you.
Oh, let me sniff your hair. That hair smells good. Is there more hair to sniff? They promised me ice cream. Oh, they did not get enough drugs in him. He still looks like a doddering old fool.
He is a doddering old fool.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully you get enough drugs in him that he doesn't look like a doddering old fool. You know, he moves like slow motion.
Oh, him just looking at this guy walk. $2 he doesn't make it down the aisle without sniffing somebody.
Well, he already sniffed that one lady, the blonde lady.
Well, I would have won that bet then.
Oh my gosh, these people. This is like, please just, oh my god, that lady, she looks like Skeletor with purple hair.
Oh, yes. They told him it was his birthday. Yeah, probably so. Hey, Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. It would do, DB, it would be hysterical if he fell before he even got to the stage.
There's that worm Chuck Schumer. Not Chuck Schumer. I'm sorry, Mitch McConnell, the turtle. What a piece of crap that is.
Oh, let's do this real fast while he's making his way getting there. You guys throw a 1 in the chat if you got your bingo card. That way I can kind of know who to pay attention to, because I'm not monitoring it necessarily. But in Tread, there are bingo cards at the pinned up in the chat. First one to get bingo tonight, I'm sending a plasma cut to. All right, so we got Joshua.
Where's the limit to sniff?
One Love.
It's just man. Mitch McConnell and Biden both have something in common. They've been bought and paid for by China.
Oh, absolutely. Fire Order's got one.
One Love Design, Man Against the Masses.
Blue Wrench Mafia up in here. Hell yeah, you are.
Mr.
I told you
Joshua
guys, I want my channel to be like a mosh pit, man. I want everybody who's cool posting their shit in the chat. Matter of fact, speaking of that, let me find the right friggin' tab here.
Oh my God, Chuck Schumer took his bifocals off? $9.20. All right, how long is this string right? We need to drink.
There you go, one love.
I'm on a low carb diet, so tequila doesn't have.
Really, you should be drinking moonshine then. Moonshine's low carb. Al Green, Jesus. Where's Hank Johnson? I need an island to tip over.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. Oh, everybody's getting selfies. Mr. President, let me get a picture with this picture thingy. Let me get a selfie. Oh, this other lady's photo bombing in the background. It's like, get out of there. Why are you photo bombing? How immature do you have to be? Mitt Romney, is he going to get a big handshake and a hug and a wet kiss? Oh, yeah. He's... That guy fucked Donald Trump. In big time. Oh, Mike. That hair smells good. What about your hair? Picture thingy again? Why? That looks like a me. Oh. Yes, I get photo. Ah, I'm looking away. Short attention span. How many people do you think are wearing Depends there? We know Biden is. Because his butt's been wiped. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mr. President. I want to... He's got something in his ear. I don't know if you saw that. I saw a line going up the back and into his ear on the right side.
Oh, there's almost no doubt he's mic'd up and someone's telling him what to say.
But there's somebody. I saw it's like a transparent tube going up the back of the right side of his neck, up the right ear.
Should... Can I do it?
Four more.
I have to zoom in the other way. 4 more years. He looks like a wax figure. He pretty much is a Jim Henson puppet.
Well, that's what I say to my wife. At Disneyland, the Hall of Presidents, the animatronic Joe Biden has more life.
Oh, yeah, dude. All they'll have to do to put Joe Biden in there is just take him out of the White House and stick him in the museum.
He's doing his own selfie with... look, I pushed the button myself. See, I got skills, mad skills.
I hit the button. Good thing it wasn't that nuclear button.
Right. There's Nancy Pelosi.
Hey, Mr. President, here's a... There went Mexico.
The drugs are going to wear off before he gets up there.
One of the other tranny generals that was just near him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if that's somebody that's trans or well, it's just inappropriate for me to say this stuff.
It's a Air Force transmission.
Yeah, he's blundering around looking for the children. It's like they said a preschool was going to be here tonight.
Is there anybody under 95 in here? We got to sniff something. I still have to do my video on the lyrics of the song I wrote for this guy. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, you know the song by George Jones, "Don't Need a Rocking Chair"?
No.
I rewrote those lyrics just for Joe Biden. I really need
was
my
that
rocking
James
chair.
Carville?
Oh, he made it up the stairs.
He gives a copy. Mr. President, thank you. And camel toe. Here's yours. I know you can't read. It's written in crayon.
All right, we've already coming up. Here we go, kids. Y'all get the bingo cards already because we're fixing to go. Remember, as soon as you get bingo, 5 in the chat, and then I'll make sure you got my email and you get a plasma cup.
Oh my gosh, that's Dick. Is it Dick Durbin? Denang Dick?
Now, as soon as someone gets, and this is another thing, we'll talk about this. As soon as someone gets bingo, everybody has to reset their cards. And I might do another cut. We'll see. If all you guys get bingo, I'm going to go break just sending you shit.
Good evening. I've never been up this late.
Good evening.
We heard you the first time.
I go home now.
Oh, that's Lord. Oh.
That is the truest thing he will say to
you.
Madam Vice President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans. In January 1941, Franklin Roosevelt came to this chamber to speak to the nation. And he said, I address you at a moment unprecedented in the history of the Union. Hitler was on the march. War was raging in Europe. President Roosevelt's purpose was to wake up Congress and alert the American people that this was no ordinary time. Freedom and democracy were under assault in the world.
What in the hell just
Tonight, I come to this same chamber to address the nation. Now, it's we who face an unprecedented moment in the history of the Union. And yes, my purpose tonight is to wake up the Congress and alert the American people that this is no ordinary moment either. Not since President Lincoln and the Civil War have freedom and democracy been under assault at home as they are today.
That's true.
What makes our moment rare is that freedom and democracy are under attack both at home and
by the
overseas.
Way, we're republic.
At the very same time. Overseas, Putin of Russia is on the march, invading Ukraine and sowing chaos throughout Europe and beyond. If anybody in this room thinks Putin will stop at Ukraine, I assure you he will not.
Well, Ukraine, was that on the card? Oh, someone might have just got it.
Ukraine can stop Putin.
Putin's on there, I know. It's 2 already.
Ukraine can stop Putin if we stand with Ukraine and provide the weapons that it needs to defend itself. That is all. That is all Ukraine is asking. They're not asking for American soldiers. In fact, there are no American soldiers in war in Ukraine, and I'm determined to keep it that way.
That's horseshit. There's already American boots on the ground there.
Assistance to Ukraine is being blocked by those who want to walk away from our world leadership. It wasn't long ago when a Republican president named Ronald Reagan thundered, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Now,
but there are American volunteers, not just volunteers, but American servicemen in Ukraine right now.
Former Republican president tells Putin, quote, do whatever the hell you want. That's a quote. A former president actually said that, bowing down to a Russian leader. I think it's outrageous, it's dangerous, and it's unacceptable.
Well, at least his son didn't take $5 million from the mayor of Moscow's wife.
Well, you know what? I don't think, well, on this card, I didn't have Ukraine. I think on the other ones I do.
As a founding member of NATO, the military alliance of democratic nations, created after World War II to prevent war and keep the peace. Today, we've made NATO stronger than ever. We welcomed Finland to the alliance last year. And just this morning, Sweden officially joined, and their minister is here tonight.
All right.
Welcome.
Get up, run. Oh, yes, man. What's up, Ari?
And they know how to fight. Mr. Prime Minister, welcome to NATO, the strongest military alliance the world has ever seen.
Like that wasn't planned.
I say this to Congress. We have to stand up to Putin. Send me a bipartisan national security bill. History is literally watching. History is watching. If the United States walks away, it will put Ukraine at risk. Europe is at risk. The free world will be at risk, emboldening others to do what they wish to do us harm. My message to President Putin, who I've known for a long time, is simple. We will not walk away.
No, you're making too much money off the defense contract.
We will not bow down.
I'll nail the stiff little girl, though.
I will not bow down.
Unless he's sniffing a little girl and she's short.
In a literal sense, history is watching. History is watching. Just like history watched 3 years ago on January 6th.
Oh, Jesus.
I know that's on the card.
This very capital and placed a dagger to the throat of American democracy.
Oh, please.
Many of you are here on that darkest of days.
Yep.
Darkest of days.
With our own eyes. The insurrectionists were not patriots.
Insurrections
is on the card. To stop the peaceful transfer of power. To overturn the will of the people.
It's not on this one, but it should be on some others.
January 6th lies about the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election posed a great grave threat to U.S.
you shouldn't have went there. You just shouldn't have went there.
But they failed. America stood.
The only J6 lies are the ones you've told.
Yes.
America stood strong, and democracy prevailed. We must be honest.
I don't know if you
the
call
threat
it
to democracy must be defended. My predecessor and some of you here seek to bury the truth about January 6th.
It's democracy, all right.
Bury the truth about January 6th? Who burned all the documents from the hearings?
To bury the lies. Here's the simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win.
That's a rewash.
Well, you don't love the country when you win.
I can love my country if I lose. I can't love my country when it's lying to. Well, put it this way: I love my country, but not this government.
Not
Ever
DC.
since being elected to office, I ask all of you, without regard to party, to join me.
Thank God he has that happy, cheerful
Remember your oath of office
demeanor.
defending against all threats, foreign and domestic.
That's not his red speech.
Respect.
Not yet.
Just about. Look, that's
restore trust in our institutions.
Can't you read the teleprompter without squinting like that?
Absolutely no place in America. Zero place.
All right, crazy
There's
old
a whole lot of women
keep yelling.
Be wearing white.
It's not hyperbole to suggest history is watching. We're watching. Your children and grandchildren will read about this day and what we do.
Small's not used
History
to
is watching
standing and
another
sucking
assault on
up.
freedom. Joining us tonight is Latoya Beasley, a social worker from Birmingham, Alabama. 14 months ago, she and her husband welcomed a baby girl thanks to the miracle of IVF. She scheduled treatments to have that second child. The Alabama Supreme Court shut down IVF treatments across the state, unleashed by a Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. She was told her dream would have to wait.
In vitro fertilization? What's this got to do with the price of tea in China?
Again. So tonight,
it's a big deal in Alabama
like
right now.
To my friends across the aisle, don't keep this waiting any longer. Guarantee the right to AVF.
Guarantee the right to in vitro fertilization?
Yes, it's like I said, it's a big thing in Alabama right now.
most Americans,
Oh, Warsaw, my
I believe Roe v.
computer's having a
Wade got
fucking
it right.
stroke.
I thank Vice President Harris for being an incredible leader defending reproductive freedom.
Incredible leader. Reproductive
So much
freedom.
more.
Oh, you mean murdering babies?
Here, Warsaw, jump on that link.
My predecessor came to office determined to see Roe v. Wade overturned. He's the reason it was overturned, and he brags about it. Look at the chaos that has resulted. Joining us tonight is Kate Cox, the wife and mother from Dallas.
All right, man against masters. You got me on mumbled
Had a
words.
fetus of a fatal
That's
condition.
another one.
Her doctor told Kate that her own life and her ability to have children in the
There you go. Mumbled words.
if she didn't act. Because Texas law banned her ability to act, Kate and her husband had to leave the state to get what she needed. What her family got through should have never happened as well. But it's happening.
So they found the one lady. The one
state
lady.
laws banning the freedom to choose.
Yes.
Criminalizing doctors, forcing survivors of rape and incest to leave their states to get the treatment they need. Many of you in this chamber and my predecessor are promising to pass a national ban on reproductive freedom. My God, what freedom else would you take away?
Ban on abortion.
What freedom else would you take away? You got a list?
To overturn Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court majority wrote the following.
Sodomy.
And with all due respect, justices, women are not without electoral power. Excuse me, electoral or political power.
Getting to the point where they should be.
Just how much you get right about that.
Yeah, I was trying to email you the link, Warsaw, but my computer was going stupid. So nothing else I couldn't do too. But.
Look at the justices; they weren't even happy with this.
No, well, they it's tradition. They don't applaud.
Yeah, they try to stay out of it. JC, what's up, brother?
Overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women, but they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024. If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you, I'll restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again.
Oh, you send him a Congress, we are completely screwed.
There's so many things wrong with that state.
Yeah.
First off, it's a states' rights issue.
America cannot go back. I'm here tonight to show what I believe is the way forward, because I know how far we come. 4 years ago next week, before I came to office, the country was hit by the worst pandemic and the worst economic crisis in a century.
Only if he says the word.
Fear, record losses. Remember the spikes in crime and the murder rate, raging virus.
But
it took more than 1
Camel
million
Toe
American
Harris
lives.
was raising money to get people bailed out of jail for.
Mental health crisis of isolation and loneliness.
Yeah. He's got to say the C word, guys.
My predecessor
or the jab.
The most basic presidential duty that he owes to American people, the duty to care. I think that's unforgivable. I came to office determined to get us through one of the toughest periods in the nation's history. We have. It doesn't make news in 1,000 cities and towns. The American people are writing the greatest comeback story never told.
Yeah, the comeback story nobody's heard about, because I don't know about you, but I go shopping and one bag must be $40, and there's no meat in the bag.
Comeback is building the future of American possibilities, building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down.
Oh, middle out, bottom up. I know that's on there.
America. And all Americans.
No, I didn't put that on the card.
Oh, that was somebody else. That was Dick Heller's bingo card.
No one behind. The pandemic no longer controls our lives. The vaccine that saved us from COVID.
He mentioned
COVID.
COVID.
Being used to beat cancer.
And he said vaccine. Vaccine counts as jabs.
So that's what America does. That's what America does.
So if you're playing bingo, COVID just got called and jab.
Folks, my inherited economy is on the brink. Now our economy is literally the envy of the world.
Oh, I thought he said his incontinence is on the brink.
15 million new jobs in just 3 years.
Oh,
a record. A record. Unemployment. at 50-year lows.
Oh, boy.
50-year lows?
Shit. That is a fucking crock of shit.
Record 16 million Americans are starting small businesses, and each one is a literal act of hope. With historic
We
job
have a
growth and
historic
small
low
business
in
growth for
labor
Black and
force
Hispanics and Asian
participation rate.
Americans,
Yes.
800,000
If you quit
new
counting the
manufacturing jobs in
unemployed, all of a
America
sudden they don't
and
matter.
counting.
Yes, that's correct.
Where is the
There's a
rate
U6
champion of
and a U10
manufacturing
number.
capital
They're
in the
just
world?
counting the
We
U6.
are, we will.
Yes.
More people have health
Oh,
insurance
sit your
today.
fat ass down, Kamala.
More people have health insurance today than ever before.
Drunk ass Kamala.
Did he say
Racial
more
wealth
people
gap
have
is
howitzers today?
20 years.
I wish.
Did I miss out on a free howitzer?
Yeah, he did.
Inflation
I
is
must have.
9% to 3%, the lowest in the world and tending lower.
FYI, he's sending them over to Ukraine.
Was that the
The
inflation
landing
you
is
just
and
said?
will be soft. And now, instead of importing foreign products and exporting American jobs, we're exporting American products and creating American jobs.
No, we're not.
Right here in America, where they belong.
We're buying shit from China and other
Dude,
places.
I'm unemployed.
And it takes time, but the American people are beginning to feel it. Consumer studies show consumer confidence is soaring. Buy America has been the law of the land since the 1930s. Past
Bullshit.
administrations, including my predecessor, including some Democrats as well in the past, failed to buy American. Not anymore. On my watch, federal projects that you fund, like helping build American roads, bridges, and highways, will be made with American products and built by American workers.
Yeah, funny. They're all Chinese.
Trump had it set to where our infrastructure had to be used American products, even American steel. You're the one who would send it all that.
Yep.
And thanks to our CHIPS and Science Act, the United States is investing more in research and development than ever before. During the pandemic, a shortage of semiconductors, chips, that drove up the price of everything from cell phones to automobiles. And by the way, we
Yeah, because
invented
cell
those chips
phones
right
and
here in
automobiles are
America.
so much cheaper now.
Well, instead of having to import them, private companies are now investing billions of dollars to build new chip factories here in America.
That's because you
creating
gave
tens
them
of
money.
thousands of jobs.
Yes.
Many of those jobs paying $100,000 a year and don't require a college
We are in
degree.
so much debt because of this guy.
Yeah.
Well, Trump had some of it on him. Don't forget that. But
Trump,
this
Trump
just
wasn't
drove
good
it up.
on the budget. I got to say that.
My policies have attracted $650 billion in private sector investment in clean energy, advanced manufacturing, creating tens of thousands of jobs here in America.
All those things you're subsidizing. That's why the numbers are so high.
Yep.
And thanks.
Man against the masses said, check your IG, Rich.
46,000 new projects have been announced all across your communities. And by the way, I noticed some of you have strongly voted against it, or they're cheering on that money coming in. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, HBS,
If you don't
100%.
want that money in your district, just let me know.
It says, it's your face on there. It says, Kamala gives a hell of a blowjob.
Removing poisonous lead pipes so every child can drink clean water.
And then they got, he's got me there saying, shut the fuck up.
Providing affordable high-speed internet for every American, no matter where you live, urban, suburban, or rural communities, in red states and blue states. Record investments in tribal communities. Because of my
kind of
investment in
American
family
are you?
farms.
A stupid American.
What about subsidized ammo and firearms training?
Agriculture knows more about this than anybody I know.
I could dig
We're
that.
better able to stay in the family for those farms and their children and grandchildren won't have to
Oh,
leave,
everybody's been fixing the
leave home
farm
and make
problem.
a living.
How come it's still broken?
Transformative.
Yeah.
The great comeback story is Belvedere, Illinois.
Because it's not really a solution. It's
Home
a
to an auto
substitution.
plant for nearly 60
Yep.
years. Before I came to office, the plant was on its way to shutting down. Thousands of workers feared for their livelihoods. Hope was fading. Then I was elected to office, and we raised the Belvedere repeatedly with auto companies, knowing unions would make all the difference. The UAW worked like hell to keep the plant
All
open.
the difference in your
To get these
votes.
jobs back, and together we succeeded.
Not
Instead
the
of
votes,
auto
look at the
factories shutting
stats.
down, Auto factories reopening, a new state-of-the-art battery factories being built to power those cars there at the same.
Because you're telling car manufacturers that they have to sell electric. It's not because the market's there.
Folks,
That's killing me worse than my ankle.
Look, electrics only work because of the subsidies.
The community is moving forward again. Because instead of watching auto jobs in the future go overseas, 4,000 union jobs with higher wages are building the future in Belvedere right here in America.
Oh, wait, is that Chinese battery plant?
Actually, it is, my friend.
So.
Here tonight is UAW President Shawn Fain, a great friend and a great labor leader. Shawn, where are you? Stand up.
HB, I got you, brother. Should be playing bingo. Maybe you can get a free plasma cut out of the deal.
And Dawn Sims, a third-generation worker, UAW worker at Belvedere. Shawn, I was proud to be the first president to stand on the picket line, and today, Dawn
Yankee
has a
Stoner.
good job
I don't think I've seen you before, brother. Welcome to the chat.
Family and pride and dignity as well. Showing once again, Wall Street didn't build America. They're not bad guys. They didn't build it, though. The middle class built the country, and unions built the middle class.
Yeah, he mentioned jab earlier, so yeah, you got on jab at least twice.
Dude, he's literally destroying the middle class, dude.
Yes.
I say to the American people, when America gets knocked down, we get back up.
How can
Here he goes with the
destroying
wrench.
it?
That's America.
He's falling right back into his stump speeches.
That's you, the American people.
This is why I theorize the guy is actually the Manchurian
candidate. Because of you, our future is bright. It's because of you that tonight we can proudly say the state of our union is strong and getting stronger.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah. The dumpster's
Only
on fire.
If somebody else gets the office.
Yeah.
Hey, Coop. Crazy idea. When this ends,
Trump.
Tonight,
4 more years
I want to
for
talk
Trump.
about the future of possibilities that we can build together. A future where the days of trickle-down economics are over, and the wealthy and the biggest corporations no longer get all the tax breaks. And by the way, I understand corporations. I come from a state that has more corporations invested than every one of your states in the state of the United States combined.
Law.
Yes.
And I represented it for 36 years. I'm not anti-corporation, but I grew
Except
up
when it suits me.
in a home where trickle-down
speech.
economics didn't put much on my dad's kitchen table. That's why I determined to turn things around.
Show me how
so
many
middle
poor
class does
people
well.
gave you a
When
job,
they do
Joe.
well, the poor go way up, and the wealthy still do very well. We all do well. And there's more to do to make sure you're feeling the benefits of all we're doing.
Zanti Misfit, trickle-down
Americans
economics.
pay
Is he
more for
addressing
prescription
Ukraine?
drugs than anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It's wrong, and I'm ending it.
What's the ending?
Something that was wrong. I didn't catch it.
It was something about prescription drugs.
see what I texted you, Coop? Side chat,
Right,
private side chat.
Not one of you Republican buddies voted for it.
I almost never look at
We
private
finally
chat.
beat Big Pharma. Instead of paying $400 a month or thereabouts for insulin with diabetes, and it only costs $10 to make, they only get paid $35 a month now and still make a healthy profit. And I want to, but what to do next? I want to cap the cost of insulin $35 a month for every American.
Yeah, probably
Everyone.
some copyright deal with that.
For years, people have talked about it, but finally we got it done and gave Medicare the power to negotiate lower prices on prescription drugs.
Like they never had the power to negotiate lower prices.
That's not
for
just saving
prescription
seniors
drugs
money.
until
Saving
he came
taxpayers
along.
money.
Look, he's been in the Senate for 50 freaking years.
$160 billion.
Mask.
So prior to the speech, Bernie had the mask in his hand. But now when it's photo op time, he's got to put it on.
Yeah.
This year, Medicare is
What's up,
negotiating
babe?
lower prices of some of the costliest drugs on the market. to treat everything from heart disease to arthritis.
Hey, are there maybe
It's
some
now time to go
bingo
further and give Medicare the power to negotiate lower prices for 500 different drugs over the next decade. They're making a lot of money, guys. And they'll still be extremely profitable. Will not only save lives, it will save taxpayers another $200 billion.
And completely shut down medical innovation.
Caps total prescription
$200 billion. Do you mean
on Medicare
the amount of money we gave to
$2,000 a
Ukraine?
year? Even for expensive cancer drugs that cost $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. I want to cap prescription drug costs of $2,000 a year for everyone.
All they do when they try to control prices is they end up shutting markets down.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get in trouble for saying that, but if you want to get an Air Force One and fly to Toronto, Berlin, Moscow.
Someone's mic's crackling like a
well, even Moscow, probably.
Sorry about that. Typing.
And bring your prescription with you, and I promise you I'll get it for you for 40% the cost you're paying now. Same company, same drug, same place.
You
Plus,
assholes are the ones that voted on laws to
Affordable
keep
Care
us
Act.
from ordering prescriptions.
The old Obamacare.
Yep.
It's still a very big
those
deal.
Canadian drugs could be dangerous.
Well, they're taking away drugs. They're pushing illegal fentanyl in this country.
Over 100 million of you can no longer be denied health insurance because of pre-existing condition. Well, my predecessor, and many in this chamber, want to take this prescription drug away by repealing Affordable Care Act.
Yeah,
I'm not going to let that happen.
Whisper. I think Whisper's on
We
there.
stopped you 50 times before and we'll stop you again. In fact, I'm not only protecting it, I'm expanding it. They enacted tax credits of $800 per person per year, reduce health care costs for millions of working families. That tax credit expires next year. I want to make that savings permanent.
Yeah, he hasn't mentioned Trump by name yet,
Women are
has
more
he?
than half our population.
No.
The research on women's health has always been underfunded. That's why we're launching the first ever White House initiative on women's health research, led by Jill, doing an incredible job as First Lady.
She's a doctor.
Yeah. MD. Heart surgeon. Is that Maria Shriver?
I don't know.
To pass my plan for $12 billion to transfer women's health research and benefit millions
Yeah,
of
my
lives all
predecessor,
across
but he
America.
hasn't said Trump yet.
I know the cost of housing is so important to you. If inflation keeps coming down, mortgage rates will come down as well.
Inflation?
The Fed acknowledges that. But I'm not waiting.
Inflation's on the card.
I want to provide an annual tax credit that will give Americans $400 a month for the next 2 years as mortgage rates come down.
That just puts us more in
put
debt.
toward their mortgages when they buy their first home or trade up for a little more space. Just for 2 years.
So he did the student loan giveaway, and now he's doing a mortgage giveaway?
Yes. Apparently.
And my administration
AKA communism.
is also eliminating title insurance on federally backed mortgages. When you
We're literally
refinance
witnessing
your home,
Americanized
you can
communism.
save $1,000 or more as a consequence. For millions of renters, we're cracking down
Hey,
on
pay my mortgage
landlords
for me. I
who
can
use
buy more
antitrust
guns at
law-
that
using who break antitrust laws by price fixing and driving up rents. We've cut red tape so builders can get federally financing, which is already helping build a record 1.7 million new housing units nationwide. Now
Sure
pass.
about that. You know, lightning's
Now
got free,
pass and
free,
build
free,
and
free.
renovate 2 million
Nothing's
affordable
free in this
homes
damn country,
and bring
we're
those
paying
rents
for it.
down.
People's labor is not free.
My nephew bought a house, and it's nothing to speak about, and he's paying more
To remain the
on a
strongest
mortgage than I
economy in the
am.
world,
Yeah.
we need to have the best education system in the world.
Dude, People can't
And
even take math at a sixth grade level, dude. That's how bad it is.
Want to give every child, a good start by providing access to preschool for 3 and 4 years old. You know,
they've been doing that forever.
I think I pointed out last year.
That's a State of the Union speech promised forever.
They just want to get their hands on your kids sooner.
Children coming from broken homes where there's no books, they're not read to, not spoken to very often.
Listen to the record player.
Stop printing money.
Kindergarten or first grade, having heard 1 million fewer words spoken. Well, studies show that children who go to preschool are nearly 50% more likely to finish high school, go on to earn a 2- and 4-year degree, no matter what their background is.
They're being debt.
Under my hand. At least you didn't mention the record player this time.
The Victrola.
I met a year and a half ago with the leaders of the Business Roundtable. They were mad that they were angry. I think, well, they were discussing why I wanted to spend money on education. I pointed out to them as vice president, I met with over 182 of those folks. Don't hold me to the exact number. And I asked them what they need most. The CEO.
Reading a teleprompter.
You've had the same experience on both sides of the aisle. They say a better educated workforce, right? So I looked at them. And I say, I come from Delaware. DuPont used to be the 8th largest corporation in the world. And every new enterprise they bought, they educated the workforce to that enterprise. But none of you do that anymore.
Hey, look, get in your cube and eat your bugs.
Me, providing you the opportunity for the best educated workforce in the world. And they all looked at me and said, I think you're right. I want to expand high-quality tutoring and summer learning to see that every child learns to read by 3rd grade.
Nobody wants you, Biden.
I'm also connecting local businesses and high schools so students get hands-on experience and a path to good paying job, whether or not they go to college.
God.
And I want to make sure the college is more affordable. Let's continue increasing the Pell Grants to working and middle-class families and increase record investments in HBCUs and minority-serving institutions, including
Trump did that.
Institutions.
Yeah. He made sure they were funded.
I was told I couldn't universally just change the way in which we dealt with student loans. I fixed 2 student loan programs that already existed, reduced the burden of student debt for nearly 4 million Americans, including nurses, firefighters, and others in public service.
Gender studies.
I guess you could call that a fix.
Like Keenan Jones, a public educator from Minnesota, who's here with us tonight. Keenan, where are you? Keenan, thank you. He's educated hundreds of students so they can go to college. Now he's able to help, after debt forgiveness, get his own daughter to college.
You mean put him in a liberal-ass class?
Folks, look. Such relief is good for the economy because folks are now able to buy a home, start a business, start a family. While we're at it, I want to give public school teachers a raise.
Hell no.
Free money for everybody. You get money, and you get money. You might as well be Oprah.
Yeah, look under your chair. There's free money.
All right, it's official. America's now becoming a communist country.
Recut the deficit. Now,
cut the deficit?
The question of fundamental fairness for all Americans.
I guess you could say he made elephants fly too, and that'd be true.
We've already cut the federal deficit. We've already cut the federal deficit over $1 trillion.
Oh.
I signed the bipartisan deal to cut another $1 trillion.
All right, so that's a lie because there was $1 trillion worth of COVID funding. So by doing nothing, you cut the deficit $1 trillion. Guys, if I told you how much tax money I paid in the last week, I paid my fair frickin' share.
I'm a capitalist.
Yeah.
You want to make or can make $1 million or millions of bucks, that's great. Just pay your fair share in taxes.
But you get to define the fair share, and that fair share keeps going up and up and up and up.
It's how we invest things to make this country great.
How about a flat tax?
Defense, and so much more.
So For 50 frickin' years, he could have fixed everything he's talking about now, and somehow it's still broken.
The very wealthy, the biggest corporation. And exploded.
Well, how many shell companies did he have? 26 that he passed the Burisma money around in?
They had more about 26 than any presidential term in American history. Check the numbers. Folks at home, does anybody really think the tax code is fair? Do you really think the wealthy and big corporations need another $2 trillion tax break?
Yes.
You're talking about giving money to everybody.
I'm going to keep fighting like hell to make it fair.
Besides people making the money.
I forget how many billions they gave to the chip manufacturers. And those factories aren't going to be built for another 5 years.
And they haven't yet.
Yes.
They just wanted to do something.
The child tax credit I passed during the pandemic cut taxes for millions of working families and cut child poverty in half.
That is a bunch of shit right there.
Restore that child tax credit. No child should go hungry in this country. The way to make the tax code fair is to make big corporations and the very wealthy begin to pay their fair share.
Oh, Lord.
Remember in 2020, 55 of the biggest companies in America made $40 billion and paid zero in federal income tax. Zero. Not anymore. Thanks
Dude,
to the law
I haven't made $40 billion, and my federal income tax bill would show
less than working people paying federal taxes. It's time to raise corporate minimum tax to at least 21%. So every big corporation finally begins to pay their fair share. I also want to end tax breaks for big pharma, big oil, private jets, massive executive pay when it's only supposed to be $1 million that can be deducted. They can pay them $20 million if they want, but deduct $1 million.
Yeah, hold on, AR. Here, join
us.
us.
Yeah, I was just going to let you know I saw that.
In America. You know what the average federal tax is?
All right, if AR's coming on here, we got to do it, Coop.
No. They're making great sacrifices, 8.2%.
Yeah, hit the link, AR.
That's far less than the vast majority of Americans pay.
Coop?
No billionaire should pay a lower federal tax rate than a teacher, a sanitation worker, or a nurse.
This is just unbelievable. They're spending all this much money, man. There's no reason they've been doing this.
For billionaires at 25%, just 25%. You know what that would raise? That would raise $500 billion over the next 10 years. And imagine what
it's nowhere near the trillions that you're spending.
Imagine the future with affordable child care.
Nowhere near.
Millions of families can get they need to go to work to help grow the economy. Imagine the future with paid leave. Because
Lightning's got what's Hunter's tax rate?
Working and taking care of their family members.
His tax rate's zero.
Imagine the future of home care and elder care. And people living with disabilities. So they can stay in their homes and family caregivers can finally get to pay
fire the 87,000 new IRS agents, right?
Let's all agree once again to stand up for seniors. Many of my friends on the other side of
where was your wife?
Social Security on the chopping block.
All right, and she's being elderly.
If anyone here tries to cut Social Security, Medicare, or raise the retirement age, I will stop you.
Sounds like a dictator.
The working people.
I don't think he said not a joke yet. That is on the bingo card, but I don't think it's. I don't think he said it yet.
The millionaires and billionaires do. It's not fair. We have two ways to go. Republicans can cut Social Security and give more tax breaks to the wealthy. I will. That's the proposal. Oh no, you guys don't want another $2 trillion tax cut?
One of them.
I kind of thought that's what your plan was.
Oh my God.
Well, he did mention the jab, so I got to check that one.
You're not going to cut another $2 trillion for the super wealth. That's good to hear. I'll protect and strengthen Social Security and make the wealthy pay their fair share.
Wait, what? What do you say?
I have no idea.
Good God.
Too many corporations raise prices to pad their profits, charging more and more for less and less. That's why it's cracking down on corporations engaged in price gouging and deceptive pricing.
Phil, what's up, brother?
Food to healthcare to housing. In fact, the snack companies
Are
think
you able to get on, man?
you won't notice if they change the size of the bag and put a hell of a lot fewer, same size bag, put fewer chips in it. No, I'm not joking. It's called shrinkflation.
Not a joke.
Pass Bobby Casey's bill and stop this.
Good.
I really mean it.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
All right. Theoretically, all right. You had credit card debt, obviously.
Probably all saw that
Put
commercial
that on an extent like
Snickers bars.
To the extent of like our country,
Get,
like there's no way you're gonna fix
charge
this
the same
over
amount.
like a few years.
You got
It's
about, I
gonna
don't
take
know, 10% fewer
decades.
Snickers in it.
Right.
Look, I'm also getting rid of junk fees. Those hidden fees at the end of your bill that are there without your knowledge. The administration announced we're cutting credit card late fees from $32 to $8.
Rich, actually, all right.
Yep, you guys check Not a Joke.
Banks and credit card companies are allowed to charge
let me check it on mine,
costs
'cause I'm
them
playing along
to instigate the collection. And that's more a hell of a lot like $8 and 30 some dollars. They don't like it. Credit card companies don't like it. But I'm saving American families $20 billion a year with all the junk fees I'm eliminating. Folks at home, that's why the banks are so mad. It's $20 billion in profit. I'm not stopping there.
They're shorting me chocolate
My
chips.
administration proposed rules to make cable, travel, utilities, and online ticket sellers tell you the total price up front so there are no surprises. It matters. It matters. And so does this. In November, my team began serious negotiation with a bipartisan group of senators. The result was a bipartisan bill with the toughest set of border security reforms we've ever seen.
I think it's border security.
You don't think so? Oh, you don't like that bill, huh? That conservatives got together and said it's a good bill? I'll be darned. That's amazing. That bipartisan bill would hire 1,500 more security agents and officers, 100 more immigration judges to help tackle the backload of 2 million cases, 4,300 more asylum officers, and new policies so they can resolve cases in 6 months instead of 6 years now.
Yeah, and if we stop people from coming into the country illegally, we could do all that without spending the money.
What are you against? 100 more high-tech drug detection machines to significantly increase the ability
more
to
border
screen
greeters.
and stop vehicles smuggling fentanyl into America. That's killing thousands of children.
Yeah, Bob.
This bill would save lives. And bring order to the border.
How about you shut the frickin' border down? That would save lives.
New emergency authority to temporarily shut down the border when the number of migrants at the border is
I
overwhelming.
got straight.
The Border Patrol Union has endorsed this
they're
bill.
fucking illegals.
The Federal Chamber of Commerce is, yeah. You're saying low. Look at the facts.
Yeah. You would know the fact that the set on the face is wiggle.
Look at Mike. He's just shaking his head in the back there.
I believe that given the
Well, Robbie, what's up, brother? I ain't seen you in the chat before, man. Welcome.
Would endorse the bill as well, the majority right now. But unfortunately, politics has derailed this bill so far. I'm told my predecessor called members of Congress in the Senate to demand.
He still hasn't said Trump yet. He won't say the name.
He feels political win. He viewed it as a political win. Political loser for him. It's not about him. It's not about me. I'd be a winner.
Yeah, Coop. You know what this guy reminds me of?
Not really.
A complete jackass.
No, well,
that had to be Marjorie.
I don't know where I am. What's he doing? What's he reaching for?
Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed.
What?
By an illegal. That's right.
That came through.
But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand. But look, if we change the dynamic of the border, people pay these smugglers $8,000 to get across the border because they know if they get by,
they don't pay them $8,000. They work it off through slave labor and sexual slavery.
And it's worth it taking the chance of the $8,000. But
what?
If it's only 6 weeks.
What's up, brother AR?
The idea is highly unlikely that people will pay that money
I'm just
and
pulling
go
my hair
all
out
that
of my
way,
head right
knowing
now,
that they'll
dude,
be able to be kicked out quickly. Folks,
how you guys doing?
I would respectfully say,
well, I didn't understand any of
that. To the American
Pardon?
People, get this bill done.
I said, well, we're watching this.
Yeah, I was actually going to bed and I seen your stream and.
Oh, you're just glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I wanted to come in.
It's good to have you, AR.
Oh, thank you. Good to be with you.
Good to see you, brother.
And Rich, I've been on his side chat a few times.
And pressuring members of Congress to block the bill. Join me in telling the Congress to pass it. We can do it together. But that's what he apparently here's what he will not do.
You need cowboy boots or big old rubber boots for this speech.
I got to listen again to what he said about Lincoln Riley. I have no idea what his message was.
Just because it was word salad, Rich.
I will not ban people because of their faith. Unlike my predecessor on my first day in office, I introduced a comprehensive bill to fix our immigration system. Take a look at it. That's all these and more. Secure the border. Provide a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, and so much more. But unlike my predecessor, I know who we are as Americans. We're the only nation in the world with a heart and soul that draws from old and new. Home to Native Americans, and ancestors have been here for thousands of years. Home to people of every place, from every place on earth.
And
they
they're
came
still
freely.
impoverished, by
Some
the
came
way,
in chains. Some came when famine struck, like my ancestral family in Ireland. Some to flee persecution, to chase dreams that are impossible anywhere but here in America. That's America. And we all come from somewhere, but we're all Americans.
Yeah, but you've got to be born in this country to be in America. Fucking idiot.
Born or naturalized. Here legally.
We have a simple choice. We can fight about fixing the border, or we can.
You shouldn't come across the border and drop babies and expect them to be citizens either.
Nope.
Yeah.
No way.
Send me the border bill now.
Crazy.
Okay, let's do HB2.
I'm ready to fix it.
Crazy old man. Crazy old man.
Happened 59 years ago today in Selma, Alabama.
Oh, please.
Hundreds of foot soldiers for justice marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
You always hear that come up, don't you?
The Ku Klux Klan.
Yes. That's why I didn't put racism on the bingo card. It's too easy.
They were beaten. They were bloody.
The Democratic Party founded the
dead.
Ku Klux Klan, by the way.
Our late friend and former colleague John Lewis was on that march.
Members have also created the Communist American Party and the American Nazi Party.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, hell, you got a Communist Party that's in Brooklyn, New York.
Joining us tonight, our other marchers, both in the gallery and on the floor, including Betty Mae Fikes, known as the voice of Selma, the daughter of gospel singers and preachers. She sang songs of prayer and protest on that bloody Sunday to help shake the nation's conscience. 5 months later, the Voting Rights Act passed.
We're past that in history, but they can't get their mind out of it.
Filibustered against it. I'm sorry, no, that was the 1964 Civil Rights Act.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Republicans are the major body that passed that.
Yeah. Yeah, Lyndon Baines Johnson got them to come along and do it.
Right.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But 59 years later,
the GOP,
taking us back in time. Voter suppression, election subversion, unlimited dark money, extreme gerrymandering.
Dark money? Obama took dark money.
But if you truly want to honor
Obama created a coup in
Ukraine
back in 2013.
Then it's time to do more than talk. Pass the Freedom to Vote Act, the John Lewis Voting Right Act. and stop denying another core value of America, our diversity across American life. Banning books, it's wrong. Instead of erasing history, let's make
sexual,
history. I want to protect fundamental rights.
Yeah, that needs to get banned.
Can you get Penthouse and Playboy in the grade school library?
Transgender Americans.
Yeah, kids should not have porn books in school.
Amen, brother.
Pass the PRO Act for workers' rights.
Crazy.
Raise the federal minimum wage. Because every worker has a right to a decent living more than
no on the minimum wage.
We're also making history by confronting the climate crisis, not denying it. I don't think any of you think there's no longer a climate crisis. At least I hope you don't.
Oh, climate change. You've been talking about that since 2006.
I'm taking the most significant action ever on climate in the history of the world.
You know what the problem with that is?
I'm cutting our carbon
emissions. I'm going to say, how the hell does a politician think he can solve a climate crisis when he can't even solve America's problems?
Like the IBW work is building and installing 500,000
Oh, not to mention he's buying shit from China all the time for the greatest pollutant in the world.
Conserving 30% of America's lands and waters by 2030.
What did you just say?
Taking action on environmental justice, fence line communities smothered by the legacy of pollution.
American land and water.
And pattern after the Peace Corps in America.
You guys check off climate change. It should be on your bingo cards.
To put 20,000 young people to work in the forefront of our clean energy future.
We don't have any fives yet.
I'll triple that number in a decade.
Yeah, the guns should be coming. The guns should definitely get some of the fives.
Oh, God.
We state the
we need to ban assault weapons now. Yeah, fuck
deserve
off.
the freedom to be safe.
Here we
America
go.
is safer today than when I took office.
Uh-oh.
Year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%. 30% they went up. The biggest increase in history. It was then.
Oh, that's the Gold Star father.
American Rescue Plan, which every American voted against, I might add. We made the largest investment in public safety ever. Last year, the murder rate saw the sharpest decrease in history. Violent crime fell to one of its lowest levels in more than 50 years. But we have more to do. We have to help cities invest in more community police officers, more mental health workers.
Oh, I thought the Democrats didn't like police.
Give communities the tool to crack down on gun crimes.
He's rewriting history now.
Well, that's all.
Gun violence should have been on your card.
Taking executive action on police reform and calling for it to be the law of the land. Directing my cabinet to review the federal classification of marijuana and expunging thousands of convictions for the mere possession, because no one should be jailed for simply using or have it on their record.
Oh, and really talk about marijuana, but you're allowing your son to keep using.
Oh, five. Who do we have first? One Love.
I'm ramping up the
One Love got a 5. One Love, email me, brother.
I proudly wrote when I was a senator. So we can finally.
Bingo. Congrats, One Love. Email me. My email's ticking down at the bottom.
And this is the same guy that made that drug law on cocaine against his son.
Yeah.
With us tonight is Jasmine, whose 9-year-old sister Jackie was murdered with 21 classmates and teachers in elementary school.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Texas. Very soon after
Uvalde? No, he's not doing the Uvalde.
We spent hours and hours with each of his families.
Yep.
We heard their message. So everyone in this room, in this chamber, could hear the same message.
Yeah, reset the cards.
Constant refrain, and I was there for
and whose
hours.
fault was that? Oh, yeah, every state and federal agency.
They said, do something.
Yeah. Reset the cards, and if someone wins one,
I did do something by
do the rest of this, and then do the rebuttal to this, I'll send out another plan.
But the vice president is leading the charge. Thank you for doing it.
Office of Gun Violence. Jeez.
It's a joke, man. It's a.
You might as well make a fucking Stasi center.
Meanwhile, my predecessor told the NRA he's
all right, so we're starting a new one, so check off NRA.
Wayne LaPierre.
After another shooting in Iowa recently, he said, when asked what to do about it, he said, just get over it. There's his quote, just get over it. I say stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Then quit fucking
Didn't he say that to everybody in the Middle East and Putin? Oh, no, it was don't. It was don't.
When I signed most significant gun safety law in nearly 30 years because of this Congress. We now must beat the NRA again. I'm demanding a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
High-capacity magazines, too.
Yeah, you keep pushing it.
What about linked ammo?
Oh, by the way, you violated the Bruin decision.
None of this. I taught the Second Amendment for 12 years. None of this
He's not banning my assault weapons in magazines.
As long as they don't come for 50 cals, I'm okay.
You know, as we manage challenges, we're also managing crises abroad, including in the Middle East. I know the last 5 months have been gut-wrenching for so many people, for the Israeli people, for the Palestinian people, and so many here in America.
God.
This crisis began on October 7th. With a massacre by a terrorist group called Hamas, as you all know. 1,200 innocent people, women and girls.
So right now on your new bingo card, you should have NRA,
after enduring
assault weapons,
violence.
terrorists, and high capacity.
The deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. And 250 hostages taken. Here in this chamber tonight are families whose loved ones are still being held by Hamas. I pledge to all the families that we will not rest until we bring every one of your loved ones home.
Oh, please.
We also...
He's been trying to undermine Netanyahu like you wouldn't believe lately, going behind his back.
Yeah, the whole way. Matter of fact, he said that if the Israelis wanted to Rafah, he was going to keep the aid up for the Palestinians and then stop any kind of support for Israel.
Americans being unjustly detained by the Russians and others around the world. Israel has the right to go after Hamas.
Enemy of ours.
Hamas ended this conflict by releasing hostages, laying down arms. Could end it by releasing the hostages, laying down arms, and surrendering those responsible for October 7th.
Yeah. So
Israel has Israel has a added burden because Hamas hides and operates among the civilian population like cowards.
See, he talks like this publicly, but then he turns around and tries to stab Israel in the back and divide them as a government, even with Gantz. Meets with him instead of Netanyahu.
Yeah, he knows going against Israel for losing that position.
This war...
This guy's got to be at least worse than Nixon.
Has taken a greater toll on innocent civilians than all previous wars in Gaza combined. More than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed,
Gaza.
most of whom are not Hamas. Thousands and thousands of innocents, women and children, girls and boys.
Why are they fucking harboring terrorists then?
Nearly 2 million.
That's crap. About 78, probably 80%.
Displacement.
Maybe more, but 80 at least support
cities in ruin.
Hamas.
Families without food, water, medicine.
I mean,
heartbreaking.
There's some exceptions to that, but
to establish
not a lot.
Ceasefire that would last for 6 weeks to get all the prisoners released, all the hostages released.
I mean, it's surreal law in those countries.
And ease the intolerable and humanitarian crisis, and build toward an enduring, something more enduring.
Hey, look, nobody was telling us to get out of Afghanistan for 20 freaking years. The Israelis,
the U.S. military
they should be able to do whatever they want.
To establish a temporary period of the coast of Gaza that can receive large shipments carrying food, water, medicine, and temporary shelters.
It's bizarre that he's trying to manipulate Israel. That don't make sense.
And mind you, when they dropped off the aid, they killed the people that delivered it and burned the truck.
All right, yeah, Mumbles. Tread called it. Mumbles.
Must do its part.
Check that off on your new card.
Israel must allow more aid in the Gaza to ensure humanitarian workers aren't caught in the
Gaza.
They're announcing they're going to.
I don't think whispers yet. Mumbles definitely.
In northern Gaza. The leadership of Israel, I say this: humanitarian assistance cannot be a secondary consideration or a bargaining chip. Protecting and saving innocent lives has to be a priority. As we look to the future, the only real solution to the situation is a two-state solution over time.
No. Hell no.
No.
Double hell.
No.
And I say this.
Yeah, let's reward them. They kill Israelis. Let's give them a state of their own.
My entire career.
Yeah.
No, they fucked that up a long time ago.
Yeah. If you look at it, Gaza was really their state.
I'm the only American
and they messed it up.
in wartime.
Kind of an experiment.
No other path.
Yeah.
Guarantees Israel's security.
Here,
if you can't play nice with others, you don't get any more toys.
Palestinians can live in peace with peace and dignity.
Correction.
There's no other path that guarantees peace between Israel and all of its neighbors, including Saudi Arabia. I'm talking. Creating stability in the Middle East also means containing the threat posed by Iran. That's why I built a coalition of more than a dozen countries to defend international shipping and freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. I've ordered strikes to degrade the Houthi capability and defend U.S. forces in the region. As Commander-in-Chief, I will not hesitate to direct further measures to protect our people and our military personnel.
Look, Austin and Garland sitting together.
Ivory
and Ebony.
He sends the fucking Coast Guard, but not the United States Navy and Marine Corps to protect their fucking waters over there.
I've heard many of my Republican and Democratic friends say that China is on the rise and America's falling behind. They've got it backwards. I've been saying it for over 4 years, even when I wasn't president. America's rising. We have the best economy in the world.
Well, where's all our new ships at? And our big Navy.
Is down to the lowest point in over a decade. And we're standing up against China's unfair economic practices.
Why does breakfast at McDonald's right now cost me damn near $10 when a couple of years ago it cost me $5?
Our partnership and alliance in the Pacific. India,
a few more years,
Australia,
Japan, a few more years, China will rule the sea.
Pacific Islands. I made sure
China's spreading their influence right now in Africa.
Technology can't be used in China, not allowing to trade them there. Frankly, for all this tough talk on China, it never occurred to my predecessor to do any of that.
Like you still
with China, not conflict. And we're in a stronger position to win the conflict of the 21st century against China than anyone else, for that matter, than any time as well. Here at home, I've signed over 400 bipartisan bills. There's more to pass my unity.
Which tells you a lot of your Republicans are screwing the hell out of you.
On fentanyl trafficking. You don't want to do that, huh? Pass bipartisan privacy legislation to protect our children online. Harness the promise of AI to protect us from peril.
Fuck your AI.
Ban AI voice impersonations and more.
Hey, what about David Hall using AI voice impersonations?
Train and equip
ads to push for gun control.
Harm's way.
Well, no, the danger with AI.
When they come home,
did you see
when they
George
don't.
Peterson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was mentioning it would lead to Skynet, and he's not wrong. If we keep using AI, it will lead us to that.
That's why the song Support and Help of Dennis, VA, I signed the PACT Act. One of the most significant laws ever.
But David Hall and them were using AI-generated voices of gun violence victims to push for more gun
more
control.
than 100 different cancers.
Which is very disrespectful and very dishonorable.
But we owe them and their families support. We owe it to ourselves to keep supporting our new health research agency called ARPA-H. And remind us.
Why do we need more agencies?
Remind us that we can do big things, like end cancer as we know it, and we will.
Because
wasn't he supposed to cure cancer in his first year?
I think so.
Yeah, Joe Biden was supposed to have cured cancer in his first year.
Let me close with this. Yay!
Thank you for closing.
Yeah. I don't know how many people want to hang out for it. If you still got an open bingo card, we're going to listen to the rebuttal from Katie.
I know it may not look like it, but I've been around a while.
Oh, my.
There's Lindsey Graham.
When you get to be my age, certain things become clearer than ever. I know the American story.
Lindsey Graham is unpredictable.
Again, I've seen the contest between
actually, it's predictable.
Really.
You mean Lady
Graham? Yeah, he is predictable.
Between those who want to pull
He's
America
going to
back
cave
to
and
the
bend
past,
over to Democrats all the time.
those who want to move America into the future. My lifetime has taught me to embrace freedom and democracy.
Totally swallow
a future based on core values that have defined America. Honesty,
he's such a piece
decency,
of crunch,
dignity, equality,
grandmothers,
to respect everyone.
I think he likes the limelight.
Definitely. No safe harbor.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Now other people my age see it differently. The American story.
And why they keep voting for him, I don't know.
Retribution.
Because they're fucking morons.
I was born in mid-World War II.
Because they don't.
When America stood for the freedom of the world.
I'm a
I grew
former
up in
Democrat.
Scranton,
I don't
Pennsylvania,
like this
Claymont,
guy.
Delaware, among working-class people who built this country. I watched in horror as two of my heroes, like many of you did, Dr. King and Bobby Cunningham, were assassinated. And their legacies inspired me to pursue a career in service.
When you joined the Senate, your buddies were all KKK
my city of
members.
Wilmington was the only city in America occupied by the National Guard.
Yes,
After
Robert Byrd.
Dr. King was assassinated because of the riots. And
the Grand Kleagle.
I became a county councilman almost by accident. I got elected to the United States Senate when I had no intention of running at age 29. Then vice president, or first black president. Now president to the first women vice president.
Barack Obama was your puppet. We all know it.
He's up.
Yeah, Maxine Waters. Yeah. Ugly looking.
In my career,
that woman is a
I've been
bat
told
case.
I was too young. By the way, they're going to let me on the Senate elevators for votes sometimes.
You mean Mad Max? Not a joke.
I've been told
that's a bingo one.
Old. Whether young or old, I've always
Dude,
been
you're too old to walk.
I've always known what endures.
The guy fucking walks over and stumbles.
The very idea of America is that we're all created equal. It deserves to be treated equally throughout our lives. We've never fully lived up to that idea. But we've
now
never
he's back to the
walked
stump
away from it
speech.
either. And I won't walk away from it now.
There's a stupid ass wife.
This is the weird State of the Union.
Sponsored by Geritol. And pull-ups for
No
adults.
more. No more.
Isn't how old we are. It's how old are our ideas. Hate, anger, revenge, retribution are the oldest of ideas. But you can't lead America with ancient ideas.
I got an email. Democrats dressed up in their traditional white
need a
robe.
vision for the future and what can and should be done.
Ouch.
Tonight you've heard mine.
It's got to be my browser.
I see a future where defending democracy, you don't diminish it. I see a future where we restore the right to choose and protect our freedoms, not take them away.
Abortion is not a right in the Constitution.
Talking about freedoms and not taking away. What about the Second Amendment, Jack
the
Wagon?
middle class has a fair
One, he
shot,
actually swore to uphold and he actually is violating
fair
it
share in taxes.
every fucking day.
Back to taxes.
Where we save the planet from the climate crisis and our country from gun violence.
What the hell is going on?
From climate crisis and gun violence. Really, dude?
I see a future for all Americans.
Oh, no, he's Martin Luther Kinging?
For all Americans.
Yep.
He's copying.
We're a black kid and a white
kid.
kid.
In America. I believe
you go to
in
a pool and look at the white man's hairy legs.
You're the reason we've never been more optimistic about our future than I am now. So let's build the future together. Let's remember
You
who
can
we
tell
are.
a nut wrote a
We're
speech
the
for him.
United States of America.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing.
And he's right back to his regular stump
We act
speech.
together. God
Dude,
bless you all.
Didn't you
And
say
may
you were
God
going to
protect our
close?
troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He's closing.
Get the fuck off that podium.
Wasn't a normal State of the Union address to me. It was just filled in with a bunch of bull of decades
It's just
of
electioneering, you know?
Yeah.
Most
Free
of that
shit.
is all of his normal stump speeches.
Yeah. That's why I say it's not the normal State of the Union address.
Most of it's, everything he said. You know, if you give a State of the Union address, give me something new, and he didn't do any of that.
Mm-mm.
What in the flying fuck?
Free stuff. Free stuff available.
Mm.
This guy, I tell you. This guy is such a freak.
I may have to shut my computer down and try to restart it to start up the next screen. I can't even type in an address bar right now. My computer's going nuts.
Oh no!
Is it like frozen?
No, it's not freezing. But if I type or if I put in like or click the cursor up to the address bar and try to type, it's pulling up all the command prompts for the keys.
Really?
You got something on your keyboard? Something sitting on the alt key?
No, I'm looking right at it.
You sure you don't have Chinese
hackers? Could be my alt key might be stuck.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
If you reboot, Coop, the stream will still keep going. You can come back in it. It always does for me.
That's true. Rich is holding it.
My God, why do you love this guy so much?
That's all they've got is him.
He's the most powerful man in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Plug in a separate keyboard.
His name's Captain Snowball. Captain Snowball.
They know they can't put her as president because she's a nut. She's not skilled.
She's an alcoholic.
Nobody is going to listen to Kamala run her mouth. Nobody.
No. Great job, Mr. President.
This guy is such a freak.
I can even think back to some of Reagan's State of the Union. It never sounded like this one. I'm dead.
You know, Reagan talked the country up. Reagan was entertaining. He was witty. He was charismatic. He was everything Joe Biden is.
Yeah. Sure was.
Yeah, the truest thing Joe Biden said tonight is if he was smart, he'd go ahead and go home.
Amen, brother.
I've never seen a fucking computer do this.
I bet this guy's gonna go home and get a big ass white ice cream.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I really mean. No, really. Thank you, sir.
This guy with you does too.
Oh yeah, he did. Good. It was amazing. You did a good job. You were right on. Yeah, you were.
Oh, there goes Nadler, Mr. Humpty Dumpty.
Nadler? Oh my God, is he
I'll
4
tell you
foot nothing?
Yes, he is.
Right on target.
So, one love. Make sure you email me. I'm gonna try to freaking reset my computer and see why this thing's acting so stupid real quick. So, Rich, you should be holding the stream. I'll be back.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, he spent years hosting the GE Theater and going around the country talking to people too. Reagan did back in the day.
Oh yeah. Reagan actually was a Democrat originally, and he came over. I love the Back to the Future where they say, who's president? He says Ronald Reagan. He's like Secretary of Defense John Wayne.
Yeah.
No, Reagan was decent, but a lot of these other guys that we see now, they're not even worth being in office.
No. You know what's weird? If you went back 30 years, Joe Biden would have never been elected president.
Well, he wasn't. He ran twice. They got him on the plagiarism.
Yeah.
He was plagiarizing everything, like he still does.
Not to mention he acts like a pedophile.
He was plagiarizing I Have a Dream Tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that Biden's doing is pretty much out of Obama's playbook.
Well, who's pulling the strings?
His wife, maybe?
Well, Obama's pulling the strings.
You know what my biggest shock was in the Democrat Party a few years ago was that not long after September the 11th, we elected a man called Barack Hussein.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought that was very strange considering what we had been
There
through.
were all sorts of sensitive about you saying Hussein, you're using his middle name.
Yeah.
Like Saddam Hussein.
Right.
Yep.
Well, and also don't forget that people forgot that Osama bin Laden, by the way, was a CI for the CIA and was actually an ally of ours at one point.
Well, that's when we were using them against the Russians.
Soviets, but yeah. And the reason why they turned apeshit on us because we actually abandoned them in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
We had promised we'd fight against the Soviets, and we just said, nope, we're just going to leave you be. Hopefully Coop can be able to get back on here.
Right?
He's probably dealing with some Chinese hackers or nowhere.
I'm back.
Was it Coop? What was it?
Yeah, now I can actually type in an address bar again, which is nice.
What was that you're dealing with?
Dude, anytime I tried to, I'd click on an address bar and try to type in it, like I said, it was going through all the regular key functions. So it was, if I typed in T, it's throwing me up to one part of the screen. If I typed in whatever, it's throwing me up to another part of the screen. It was completely, I've never seen a computer do that.
What do you got, Windows 10? Or 11?
This computer.
Mine's 10. I have issues from time to time, especially with
Who's
updates.
still running XP? What are you talking about?
Hey, Windows 93. Give me a little bit of credit.
I can't get that song out of my head now.
Dude, I just started acting damn screwy. Let me share this.
Chinese virus.
Long. President Biden is going to stay here talking with members of Congress. But David, it really was striking how political this speech was, in large part because Joe Biden is an institutionalist. He is someone who says he cares very deeply about the Congress as an institutional body. He talks a lot about bipartisanship. Tonight, he used that bully pulpit for all that it's worth.
Yeah, no, like Amy, I thought it was super political, especially those first three issues: Ukraine, January 6th, IVF.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's been taking their Mike Tyson pills. And so I thought, and I think the response will be like it was last year. The guy's not so senile after all. And I had a friend text me that somebody who thought it was irresponsible to run, he should step down, he's too old. Said, I've sort of changed my mind on that. And I suspect that will not be an uncommon reaction.
Jonathan, what do you make of
He's not so senile?
Big speech.
Epic.
I thought last year's speech was a barn burner.
Epic speech?
This one was that times 10. I think because the stakes were so high for him and for the White House and for his re-election campaign. But also to Amy's point, for Democrats, they needed to see this. I went back and looked at my text messages and I read this all to you. We were 4 minutes in. And my best friend in New York, Joe Versace, sends me a text message. And all it said was,
maybe
Miss
the
Sophia home
lawmakers.
now. And for anyone watching who knows what that reference is, it's a turning point in the movie Color Purple. This was a turning point for lots of Democrats. I think the entire Democratic world, capital D Democratic world, is breathing a sigh of relief. And actually, will be energized by the cranky grandpa that they just saw.
The decision to take on his age head on at the end in the way that he did, which we know is a big concern even among Democrats. What did you make of that?
He had to do it. I mean, he could have he could have ignored it, but why? Lean into it. And if you're going to lean into it, that's the way to lean into it, to remind the folks in that room and the people watching, Democrats, Republicans, all Americans, yeah, I'm old, but I have experience. I'm old enough to have seen the changes in this country, and I'm the person to lead us
He's
into
experienced,
the
all right.
The president's particular strain of
Experienced
economic
dementia.
populism, how is that resonating right now, and how do you think that will change in these next 8 months toward the election?
Well, again, I think this is the contrast that you heard in this speech, which is not so much about issues that the Republicans talk about. Inflation's too high, costs are too much. Instead, it's let me put my economic ideals up against yours. And
is that like Rachel Madcow's less ugly sister?
President Trump
maybe, yeah.
signed into law is up at the beginning.
Mark, you going live tonight?
So there is going to be a
Yeah, I
lot
was
of
trying to go
conversation,
live
regardless of who's elected
from
president, about what to do about
my
those
channel
tax
from
cuts.
your channel,
And
but
that is conversation.
it doesn't look like I can do it in this one.
Because he would make the argument that no, it is the
Oh hell, I'd let you kidnap it.
It is Republicans who are looking out.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull this off.
It is the Republican Party. It's not looking out for regular folks. And
the Republican Party isn't looking out for regular folks.
In and around the Biden
Yeah,
re-election
which
campaign.
regular folks are
That's
they looking out
exactly
for? I
the
want to know.
contrast they want to make, which is the former president.
Dude, all I gotta say is gas is totally screwing us, and our whole economy is based on stuff moved on gas and diesel, and they're totally screwing us.
Yes. There's the things that needs to talk about, which
Drill, baby, drill.
Issues like immigration that rise very high on voters.
Damn it!
How do
I
people
can't do it.
not understand this?
Closer to the back.
That's
of the
what I want to
I
know.
hope you'll let me know if we don't yet have.
Is your YouTube sync to your StreamYard?
Yes.
That's weird. Okay, yeah, do you guys want to if I go start my show, do you guys want to jump on?
Jump on what?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And yeah. Because I'm trying to find Katie Britt stuff and I can't find it yet. So I mean one car won bingo tonight for that round. So one car's just got to email me, and then one car is getting a plasma cut.
Awesome.
What's your show about, DLD?
Oh man, it's about freedom, independence, and
about
liberty.
3 hours long. That's what it's about.
3 hours and beyond.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like, we're gonna do a short show tonight, 2 a.m.
Well, tonight I have like an hour and a half. I got a big day tomorrow, but yeah, I hopping on Dark's deck. Yeah, I'll shoot you the link, Coop, and then just jump on and we can screen share the. Is the State of the Union still going?
No. The State of the Union's over. We were waiting on the Republican rebuttal to it. Katie Britt from Alabama is supposed to give the rebuttal.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of what we were hanging out, shooting the breeze about, and then kind of getting over the fact we just had our intelligence insulted for the last 2 hours.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Usually about Glocks. Man Against the Masses says it's usually about Glocks. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. It's about everything. Usually Dark is about everything freedom related. So it could be prepping, could be radios, could be guns, could just be general screwiness from the government. You know. Yeah, there you go. Now, generally, I don't cover my face. I just had a really cool new mask with my brand on it, so I just figured I'd be funny and jump on with it. But now I'm entirely too sweaty, so I need to take this shit off.
You know what you look like right now?
Go powder your nose or something.
I look like some guys that I met in Southeast DC before.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
What do I look like, Warsaw?
You look like Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs.
Aiden, I haven't seen Watch Dogs.
You haven't played the game, huh?
Oh, it's a game?
Yeah. Ubisoft.
I'm like, I've never watched that show before.
It's a video game.
That's funny. Yeah.
Dark doesn't play games. He quit school because they had a recess.
Right?
Here, I'll show you.
He's all about the business.
Antifa Dark. Lightning McQueen, you're a funny dude.
I just fixed my computer and you like to make me spit beer all over
it. 40 S&W.
Wow.
The problem solver.
That's pretty gangster.
Vigilante.
Used to carry 40 all the time for years.
9mm.
And then let me guess, you
switched. The first
switched.
handgun I ever bought was a 40 caliber high point. That was the first handgun that I ever bought.
We all make mistakes.
Hey, that gun shot lights out. I can't. And after I ran the first 100-something rounds through it, it never jammed. So I can't trash them.
Yeah.
Now, did you need a weightlifting class to hold it? Yeah.
Oh my god, my 10 mil high point, I got the pistol and the carbine. The pistol is as heavy as the carbine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's aluminum, by the way. It's not even real metal.
No, it's pot metal, not aluminum.
I know. Well,
metal.
Yeah, it's
not even
magnesium metal. All right, let me fire up the stream. Coop, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, fire it up. Send me one, brother.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, that high point frame, it's not aluminum. It is a mix of various materials.
Are you hearing that popping, Coop?
I hear it.
Yes.
It's like a bing.
Oh, not that.
Click.
I'm working on my Gatling gun.
I'm starting to get Aliens vibes here with the motion.
Hold on. No, are you laughing about a Gatling gun? I'm seriously. I'll roll this in. Hold on.
No, it's this weird.
Yeah, I hear it. Let me mute. See if it's me.
There's a steady kind of pop in the background.
No, I still hear it.
I don't hear it.
I do.
So, AR Patriot, this is what I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to edit it.
Let's do Rich with a solo. Or did you screen share?
Yeah. So this is a Gatling gun with 6 AR barrels, and it's all 3D printed.
Wow.
If you get that Joker running, Rich, I am so firing up my Ender if I can print it on that.
Now, Rich, is this belt fed or is this mag fed?
I got the belts right here. What do you think I was playing with?
Yeah, belt with 3D printed links.
Is the barrel 3D printed?
No, it's AR barrels.
AR, okay. Gotcha.
No, this is not motorized. This is crank armed, right?
Well, I'll have a motorized version.
Oh, please, oh God.
Well, the motorized version would technically make it a machine gun.
That is correct. So I'm working with Walter Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms. He's an SOT. And we'll be doing a motorized version.
Wow.
We'll see. That would be badass. Because that's literally like one of the Glock Gatling guns you can get that are completely legal. If you stuck a DeWalt freaking drill on that and ran it, that's a machine gun.
Then it's a machine gun.
Is this similar than the of the mini gun, if I can speak?
Pretty much. I mean, it looks kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the only difference with the actual minigun is you have an electric motor that sits there and turns it.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I like it.
The only con I see with this, Rich, is the heat building off in that plastic.
Nah, it's not a problem.
Well, since your barrels are rotating, your barrels are the chambers, and they're taking all that heat by the time they cycle through, it should control heat pretty well.
Look, it's not like I'm going to be firing thousands of rounds through this continuously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Unless the ATF shows up in his house.
and nobody, there's no truth to the rumor that there's going to be robotic turrets attached to this with these at my house.
There's one thing that's missing on this, Rich.
What's that?
Green laser. Put a green laser on that thing.
Oh, I'm going to have a goon beam on it and an optic on it.
Oh, you definitely got to stick the goon on it. You got to goon it out.
Totally.
Awesome, man.
And outcomes.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing Katie Britt's response.
Oh, I'm looking at that weird looking woman behind him.
He played it well. Quite frankly, if I got
oh, that's Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Wasserman Schultz, I can't stand looking, dude.
To stand up
Another Florida Democrat.
Set and listen
spaghetti hair,
and then stand up at the end to show your appreciation. The president came and delivered the State of the Union. I thought Speaker Johnson, how he conducted.
She got relegated to the B team.
And I mean, I was very.
Dude, I seriously think Katie Britt, her response to the State of the Union is getting buried.
I appreciate C-SPAN. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I wonder if C-SPAN's been taking phone calls about Biden.
Florida, I'll have you stand right here.
Live life, dude. I cannot find it.
I'll let you start with the topic that you want to talk
Can you only stream C-SPAN, Coop?
No, I can stream anything that's up.
Fox News, anything like that too?
I try to stay away from bigger news organizations because I don't want to deal with the copy strike stuff.
Right.
What about Forbes? Forbes News. Are those okay?
Okay.
Forbes might be okay.
Which means we have a much higher likelihood of
anybody who's got a link, drop it, and I'll throw it on.
Our children.
Every time I'm looking at this woman, making me want to throw up.
They need IVF if they are carriers of the mutation.
Girl with a red hair, she doesn't look that bad.
Because I'm trying to stay with YouTube or C-SPAN, going to like Katie Britt Live or Katie Britt State of the Union rebuttal.
What did you think of
And
Speaker Johnson's statements about IVF?
normally they do a
rebuttal,
and they actually,
Well,
put it out.
the question is, where is it televised?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're not doing it here.
Well, no, because like I said, if I'm looking up Katie Britt rebuttal and do something live, it ain't doing it.
Put a bill on the floor that absolutely, unequivocally makes sure that in vitro fertilization is protected as an option for all families. That's what they need to do. That's not what they're talking about
Hold
doing.
on.
125 Republicans are co-sponsors of the bill.
Here we go. Hold on.
Growing up, sweeping the floor at your dad's hardware store. And
It finally popped up.
I never could have imagined what my story would entail. To think about what the American dream can do across just one generation in just
Hey.
a lifetime.
Yeah, go full screen on that.
Truly breathtaking.
She's got to ease my eyes
Right
after
now,
looking at all the Democrat women.
The American dream has
Yeah,
turned into a
right.
nightmare for so many families. The true, unvarnished state of our union begins and ends with this.
And remember, if you still got
Our
your bingo
families
card active,
are hurting.
you should have at least 4
Our
things
country
filled in already.
Can do better. And you don't have to look any further than the crisis at our southern border to see it. President Biden inherited the most secure border of all time. But minutes after taking office, he suspended all deportations, he halted construction of the border wall, and he announced a plan to give amnesty to millions. We know that President Biden didn't just create this border crisis. He invited it with 94 executive actions in his first 100 days.
Wow.
When I took office, I took a different approach. I traveled to the Del Rio sector of Texas. That's where I spoke to a woman who
One
shared
Love,
her
I got
story.
something special to send you, brother.
She had been sex trafficked by the cartels starting at the age of 12.
Wow.
She told me
Fucking
not
Amy.
just that she was raped every day, but
My
how
goodness.
many times a day she was raped. The cartels put her on a mattress in a shoebox of a room, and they sent men through that door over and over again for hours and hours on
Cartel at the border needs to be killed.
We wouldn't be okay with this happening in a
Try
third
Mexico
world
too.
country.
Yeah, I agree.
This is the United States of America. And it is
Cartels are
past
just
time,
like
in
as
my
bad as
opinion,
ISIS in my book,
that
my
we
friend.
start acting like
You know,
it.
One Love, I don't know, but
President Biden's border policies are a disgrace. This crisis is despicable. And the truth is, it is almost entirely
No country in the world does what we're going through right now on the border.
Correct.
no.
from
No country.
fentanyl
And ones that have not survived.
to horrific
Mhm.
murders.
You should see Poland right now.
There are
They're
empty
stopping illegals
chairs
all the time,
tonight
even
at
Hungary.
kitchen tables, just like this one, because of President Biden's senseless border policies. Just think about Laken Riley. In my neighboring state of Georgia, this beautiful 22-year-old nursing student went out on a jog one morning, but she never
What happened
got
to
the
her should not have
opportunity
ever
to
happened.
return home. She was brutally murdered.
We have
by
enough
one of the millions
murderers
of
and
illegal
criminals in the
border
United
crossers
States. We don't need
President
to
Biden
import more.
chose to release into our homeland.
You know what the disturbing thing is, Coop?
Well, as a mom,
Huh?
You know what's the more disturbing thing about this right now, Coop?
about this.
What?
I mean, this could have been
Chinese
my
militants, Hezbollah,
This could have been
Hamas, and even
yours.
ISIS are probably within our country right now. As we
And
speak.
tonight,
Oh, yeah,
President
that hasn't
Biden
even kicked in yet.
finally said her name. But he refused to take responsibility for his own actions.
He said her name,
Mr.
showed
President,
that badge off, and then
enough
compared her to
is
his
enough.
son.
Innocent Americans
That's really the
are
most
dying,
disgraceful thing that he
and
did.
you only have yourself.
His son
to
wasn't
blame.
murdered by an
gun,
illegal alien or
Fulfill
wasn't
your oath
killed
of
in Iraq.
office. Reverse your policies.
Son died of
End
cancer.
this crisis and stop the suffering. Sadly, we know that President Biden's failures don't stop there. His reckless spending dug our economy
good
into a
smashes.
hole and
You ain't
sent
wrong.
the cost of living through the roof. We have the worst inflation in 40 years.
Why don't they call me to do the rebuttal to the State of the
in our
Union?
nation's
I'd like to do that.
history. Let that sink in. Hardworking families are struggling
Rich.
to make ends
I'd like
meet
to see Rich do the
today.
rebuttal.
And with soaring
or
mortgage
AR,
rates
or
and
Warsaw.
sky-high childcare costs, they're also struggling to how to plan for tomorrow. The American people
I'd have to sit down and
are
write it.
squeaking by
Script out.
while President Biden.
No, after listening to that, I could do the whole thing, but they better have a dude with the beat button handy.
Goodness, y'all. Bless his heart.
What do you think of the
Dark's
speech?
about to go.
Well, let me tell you.
Hey,
I'll never forget stopping at a
so
gas
Coop, have you ever
station
heard
in
that
Shelton
song, by the way?
County evening. The gentleman working.
Yeah, I
the
think I
line
have
told
heard it.
me that after
So you know the
retiring,
lyrics then.
he had to pick up
Yeah.
a job in his 70s so that he didn't
You know,
have
and
to
just
choose
after
between
what,
going hungry
10,
or
12
going
years,
without
you know,
his
after all
vacation.
this, it's
He
definitely
said,
woken my
I
eyes
did
like this is what they're
everything
warning us
right.
about.
I did everything I was told to do. I worked hard. I saved. I was responsible.
Yeah, man, against masses.
He's
Yeah.
not alone.
Dude better be
I hear
hitting that
similar
bleep button like he's
concerns
playing
from
fucking
fellow
whack-a-mole.
parents, whether I am walking with my friends or whether I'm at my kids' games. But
All right, live life,
let's be
brother. We'll
honest,
catch you after a while.
It's been a minute.
If we don't see
since
you in
Joe
dark
Biden
stream, we'll
pumped
catch you.
gas, ran a carpool, or even pushed a ghost.
Now, Coop, I hate to say this, but I think
Meanwhile,
with the
the
migrant
rest
crisis
of
we're
us
dealing with
see
right
our
now,
dollar, and we know it
I
doesn't
think,
go as
and
far.
you can call me
See it
wrong, but I
every day.
think our law enforcement and the
And
people itself are going to be
despite
united against
what
this.
he tells you,
If things get
our
shaky and get
communities
bad.
are not
Well,
safer.
let's put it this way.
For
I
years,
hate that it would get
the
that
left
bad,
has
but I'd like
coddled
to see that unity.
criminals and defunded the police,
But we won't know till
all
it happens.
while letting repeat offenders walk free. The result is tragic, but foreseeable. From our small towns to America's most iconic
Dorks
city
Live.
streets, life is
Yeah, he
getting
invited
more
us
and
on.
more dangerous.
And
unfortunately, President Biden's weakness isn't just hurting families here.
I'll tell you
at
what,
home.
we'll give her
He is
another couple
making
minutes
us
and then we'll
a
go join
punchline
her.
on the world stage. Look,
I
where
don't
I'm
see. I
from,
didn't see an invite.
your
from him
word
yet.
is your bond. But for 3 years, the president has demonstrated that America's
Hold on, I'll
word
send it to you.
doesn't mean what
All right.
it used to. From abandoning our allies in his disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan.
I'll check his show out. I've never watched it, I don't think.
Another
Yeah,
dangerous
Dark's a good
deal.
dude, man. He goes over a lot of stuff. But like I said, his show's kind of like a lot of ours. It dovetails in. It's always about freedom and small government and the shady crap that our government does for firearms
They
themselves.
see an
Um,
opportunity.
different things as far as what we can do is
Aggression
prepping and radios
allies on the
and
brink.
just tons of stuff. It
Iran's
covers a
terrorist
lot of different
proxies have
topics.
slaughtered
But
Israeli,
again, it's
Jews,
always
and
rooted in that
American
freedom
citizens.
aspect, in the individual and
They've
community
targeted commercial
versus
shipping.
Coop, I
hey, the
sent you the
government's
link.
the
And they've
greatest thing on the
attacked our
planet.
troops nearly 200 times since October.
And he's normally on
killing
late, so he's a
3
night owl. So.
U.S. soldiers and 2 Navy SEALs.
If you drank like 9 too many cups of coffee that night and can't sleep, Dark's a good show to watch. And he's normally on Tuesday, Thursdays, and now every other Saturday.
Yeah. Spying on our military installations and
Damn,
spreading
open the beer,
propaganda
Coop.
through
It'll
the
drink
likes
better.
of
I'm
TikTok.
typically in the bed about 11,
You
at least
see,
by 11 or
the
12,
CCP
most of the time.
knows
Sometimes earlier.
If you hang out till 12, you'll catch part of his show. I'll say that. And don't
I'm gonna
expect him
bail on
spoil
you guys.
Huh?
I'm gonna bail on you guys. I'll see you over on Dark Show. I'm gonna take a little bit of
Yeah.
break though.
Yeah. Go ahead and bail, brother. I'll see you over there.
Government employees, but creates.
I got to go find his channel.
It's just it's
look up
DLD
After Dark.
He should be in the
matter
queue over here on the left side of my PC, probably live. I would think.
Should be, but sometimes that's a little unreliable. Let's put it that way.
D&D After
matter of
Dark,
fact,
right?
Correct.
DLD.
Commander
Okay.
in chief
DLD.
is not
Oh, DLD. Okay.
command.
Okay.
Yeah, DLD.
free
Let me see,
deserves
because I'm
better than a dithering
kind of
and
pulling his up right now.
diminished
If someone beats me to it,
America
can't see, so I'm
deserves
going to
leaders
post
who
this anyway.
recognize that secure borders,
You all going over there in a minute?
safe
Yeah, we're going to head over
and
there.
strong defense are actually the cornerstones of a great nation.
So I'm throwing that in the chat. Or Barton beat me to it. Damn it, Barton.
Are you better off now than you were 3 years ago?
Catch the stream before it gets nuked. Look, I got his stream nuked one time.
And it doesn't have to be this
One
way.
time. No, because I didn't get it nuked the other time. I got it nuked one time.
But here's the good news.
And apparently that was like 45 minutes after I showed a frame on his stream. So I won't show any frames or anything.
Whether our future will grow brighter or whether
Cool. Question for you, man.
in decline.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow morning, are you going to be up on Bishop on Air?
Which choice our
I should be, because tomorrow morning when I drop my daughter off at school, I got to go right to work. Now I do have to teach a forklift class tomorrow, so that's going to kind of hang up my chatting ability, but I should be there.
Because he's going to be taking a Discord call, so just give you a heads up on that.
Yeah, if I can slip away and do a Discord call, because I got to start that forklift class as soon as I get there, and I'll normally get there about 8:45, which is typically when he starts. If I can drag my feet and do a Discord call with him, I'll do it. So we'll see. I got 3.5 hours worth of teaching forklift tomorrow. And yes, I do teach welding too, guys, but I do have other skills, and I'm teaching a forklift class tomorrow.
I'd like to learn to weld. I've always wanted to.
Yeah, it's just if you have eye problems, that's not really the best thing to be doing.
Tossing and turning.
No, well, dude, believe it or not, welding is not as hard on your eyes as what people think it is. Librarians have worse eye problems than welders.
Well, I'm talking like floaters. Like that doesn't really help out.
Most guys, well, hell, a lot of guys I know that've been in the field forever.
I know.
You wear your safety glasses that are corrective glasses and don't
you're
have
probably
them.
disgusted by most of what you see going on in Washington. And
Make sure you got your safety gear like you normally
You're not wrong
would.
for feeling that way.
Don't roast your own eyes,
get
and
it.
you're
The
kicking
task
off the
in
chicken.
front of us isn't an easy one.
I'm going to run over and check him out. I appreciate great being on your show.
Yeah, hey, our man, thanks for coming, brother. I'm pretty much trying to fanboy over you tonight if I hadn't been yelling over Joe Biden.
Yeah, it's something I usually don't do. I usually don't go into streams. I've never been, but I know. I mean, I see you all the time anyway, so I just
like I said,
felt comfortable coming into your show.
Yeah, man, absolutely, and you're welcome anytime, man, anytime. Well, I will say this: if you see me being a complete jackass on stream, don't come.
I'll catch you guys later here in a minute.
All right, hey, I appreciate it, brother.
Great being here.
In the footsteps
yeah, man.
of
Thanks.
pioneers who tamed the wild. We now carry forward the same flame of freedom as the liberators of an oppressed Europe. We continue to draw courage from those who bent the moral arc of the universe. And when we gaze upon the heavens, never
seen it yet.
forget that our DNA contains the same ingenuity that put man on the moon. America has been tested before, and every single time we've emerged unbowed and unbroken. Our history has
America is not yet lost.
Of men and women.
No, it ain't
who
lost,
got
but we
knocked
damn
down.
sure can't find our way out of the
We
woods
know their
yet.
stories because they did not stay down. We are here because they stood back up. So now it's our turn, our moment to stand up and prove ourselves worthy of protecting the American dream. Together, we can reawaken the heroic spirit of
The American spirit.
Nation. Because America, we don't just have a rendezvous with destiny. We take destiny's hand and we lead it. Our future starts around kitchen tables just like this, with moms and dads just like you. And you are why I believe with every fiber of my being that despite the current state of our union, our best days are still ahead. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless these.
Yeah, one love, she ain't bad at all.
Of America.
She finished. Is she finished up? Hold on, because I'm gonna make myself bigger here. One love. You still here?
Yeah, I'm
Tell
still
me
here.
a one if you're still here. Because this is the cut I'm gonna send you. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
This is the flag cut I'm gonna send you.
Me or the guys in the side chat? Beautiful.
Got the 1776, got the Gadsden flag, got the regular flag kind of tattered up. Tail the snake kind of tattered up. That's what I'm going to send you. And that's one of my favorite cuts. It hangs over my desk. So I can't say it'll be in the next day or so. But that's coming to you, brother. So everybody head over to Dark. Go to Dark. Go to Dark. And we'll see you guys there in this. As always, you please be cool. Get over, dogs. Get over there. Go. Go. You're all supposed to be gone. Go. See, do I have dogs? Yeah. Get over to dogs. Go. Go to dogs. Dogs there. Go to dogs. I'm fixing to get out of here. Go to dogs. I'm just giving you guys time. Run. Run while you can. Why are we supposed to? Why are we supposed to? Or is this? That's something else. I wonder what that is. Flying Rich posted his own channel, or did Dark post on Flying Rich's channel? What in flying hell? Get out of here, you guys. Go. Run away you can. Get over to the door.